Alrighty then, here we go. Big Mike, Philosopher King Central. Hitting you up, chiming in one time for your mind, baby. Once again, I'd like to reiterate what this channel is about. It's about free thought. It's about thinking outside the box. So, if you disagree with anything that I'm saying here, that's fine, man. I ain't gonna trip. But over here, we kind of crazy, man. And what I mean by that is you have a lot of individuals out there that's going to express themselves and they're going to think outside the box just a little bit. But while they're doing it, they're going to try and play games with you, man. They're going to say, well, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but... Well, I'm going to let you know I am a conspiracy theorist. And I'm going to let you know I've been like 95% right about everything that I've been speaking as of late. In the past 20 years, man, when it comes to Trump, when it comes to COVID, when it comes to Bill Cosby, when it comes to society as a whole, I've been pretty spot on with my so-called conspiracy theories. Reminds me when I was like in high school, I think I seen the first cell phone tower go up around maybe 86. And yeah, man, them things look ominous to me back then, bruh. But yeah, man, around that time, man, cell phones was just coming out, man. Them big old cinder block type cell phones, man. I'm trying to tell you. And I remember me telling my cousins, man, they gonna use that to track us. I don't know where I got that shit from. Because I really wasn't into so-called conspiracy theory back then. I think I may have got that off a movie somewhere, man. But yeah, it just looked like they was going to use that to track us somehow. Yeah, and I had enough sense to know that, yeah, they're going to use it in conjunction with the phones. And I told everybody that, and everybody thought I was nuts, man. And of course, now today, that's just SOP, standard of procedure, man. If you got a cell phone and it's on, they could track you. They could pinpoint where you are and where you were in the past and where you are at present, by triangulating your position with the cell phone towers. Well, anyway, this joint right here, it is all about black girl magic. It's about, of course, social engineering, why we have this present day just onslaught or tsunami of wokeism. I had to speak on it because I was having a discussion with one of my cousins, and she didn't necessarily like my take on the woman king. You know, black folks just always skimming the surface of a topic or a subject. They never get deep. They never get to the roots, man. But I'm the type of cat, man, I'll go all the way down to the roots, up to the trunk, and out on the branches, Jack. The whole kit and caboodle, that's what I'm looking at, you know what I mean? Over here at Philosopher King Central, we gonna get a bird's eye view of the situation, man. That's what we gonna do. So, once again, I'm confusing family members because I've always been what you would call a pro-black when it comes to such things such as Pan-Africanism, man. And my support of Trump just dismays black folk because they don't read. And me coming against the movie The Woman King perplexes many of my family and friends because, of course, I've been saying for years, man, we need more positive images of black people on the big screen. We need positive role models for men and women of all ethnicities displayed in media. So when I was asked, am I going to go see The Woman King? I'm not going to lie, it looks interesting. It looks like it might be kind of hype, man. But then I explained about the true nature of the Dahomey tribe with the so-called Black Amazons. And I told her, I'm like, I'm probably not going to support that because, you know, the whole thing is full of shenanigans, man. What do you mean? I'm like, well, that Dahomey tribe, they sold black folks into slavery. And the movie is basically stating the exact opposite. It's lying. It's giving a false, distorted view of history. And I'm not necessarily sure I want to support that. Not to mention, is no doubt detrimental to the black man's image, because Hollywood takes great joy in emasculating black men and elevating the black woman above the black man. So I don't necessarily know I want to deal with that. I want to support that. But I'm lying. I'm probably going to see this movie. I got to see this movie, man. I got to see just how far they went in castrating the black man in this movie. Because I'm hearing the king of the Dahomey tribe, which was a man, had a male concubine in it. I'm not necessarily sure if that's true. But yeah, they're portraying this king is kind of limp-wristed. I'm like, yeah, we can't escape that. Yeah, we have to have the women in the movie be hardcore, be feisty, be the warriors. And the king be, a little sweet. And I'm like, damn, really? Gonna be just that blatant about it, huh? Okay. Well, let me break this down to y'all, man. For those who might think that I'm Uncle Tom or Coon or whatever this nonsense is that black folks love to throw around with no real intellectual examination of context. See, over here, we four-star generals in the game, man. We not grunts, man. I mean, the people that's running around casting aspersions and talking crazy and insulting you, man, and hitting you with the ad hominem attacks. I mean, they can't compete with the intellect, man. They can't do it, man. So they're going to insult you, bro. Like I say, they don't even scratch the surface of actually what's going on. What's going on for the 1,000th time, I keep telling y'all, man. All of this is propaganda. The globalists want to destroy America. So they're doing it from within. They're not doing it the conventional way, by sending troops from their spot overseas and invading our beaches. No, that's not how they're going to do it. The Second Amendment guarantees they ain't going to try that. So they're like, okay, well, this is going to be a psychological warfare situation. We're going to weaken America from within. Rot and decay is the name of the game. And how do you do that? Turn everything on its head. You empower the woman over the men. This will keep all the men in check. The globalists really have nothing to fear from the black man. The black man has been so emasculated for such a long time. They have no fear of the threat from the black man. But yet they still put out the propaganda that black women are strong and black men, you are weak. So since they don't have anything to fear from us, they still have to throw out propaganda to keep us there, to keep the programming alive. And that's what you see with the Woman King. So while you may have individuals that's pro-black that want to actually watch this movie and want to celebrate it because you have strong, powerful black women, at the same time, you have weak and sweet black men. Now, the whole name of the game is to keep all men subjugated. So they're really working their hardest right now to emasculate and destroy the white man. I mean, it is a slow process. It's death by 1,000 cuts, but you can see it all scripted out in media and in music. The feminine is elevated. The masculine is downplayed. So when I get on here, and I'm not so quick to jump on the bandwagon to see black girl magic, there's a reason for that. Because I know ultimately what that's for. It's not because they really want to see equality distributed all through America. They care less about that. It's a power play. It's a power move. And this is how generals think, not grunts. A general can see beyond the BS. A grunt can't. So you're going to have a lot of black folk out there that can only see the surface level of this Woman King. But I know how deep the rabbit hole goes. It's a propaganda piece to further emasculate black men and make sure that the black man stays subjugated. And they chose the perfect situation and story to do it. Here you have a whole bunch of strong black women capable of enslaving men. Or so they say. Not totally up on the history of the Dahomey tribe, but that's what I've been told. So whenever you see a movie and they're going all out of the way to show how strong and virile a woman is, be she black or white. You know what that's about? That's about mind-altering psych warfare to add rot and decay inside the nation. If you were to take a gander overseas, like over in the Middle East, and I'm not even sure if it's Africa. I know China don't play that. China outlawed effeminate men. And China's real big on showing Chinese men being strong and capable. But not over here in America. It's free for all of debauchery, man. Once again, these movies are only meant to foster rot and decay of American culture, so they can swoop in, change your thought process and your paradigm, so that you will fit perfectly into the global community. So although I really don't want to support this movie, the Black Girl Magic, but I mean, I just have to see just how deep the psyop goes, man. I gotta see it for myself. I couldn't believe that when someone told me, that the king, the male king in this movie, he was one of them alphabet dudes, man. I'm like, wow. Every time I turn on the TV, man, you got just the sweetness, man. So yeah, the main thing is to feminize America. Get you to look up to women and to serve women, and to also have men take on female and feminine characteristics, thus pretty much turning them into women. Can you imagine a military with a whole bunch of alphabet dudes in it? I know I'm kind of hitting y'all with a stereotype here, man, but no, we need men. We need men to uphold the structure of this society, man. Women don't do that. Men create, women destroy. Men are order, females are chaos. So the unseen hand has seen fit to add into the mix nothing but chaos. That is how they get their power, and that's how they keep their power. Implementing chaos. And these movies implement and foster that. Chaotic situations. Chaotic messages. Men can have babies. Women are just as strong as men. I think I'm going to have to check that out, man. I have to give these devils my money. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll do so bad at the box office it's going to hit one of these streaming services real quick, like Hulu or Netflix or something. But I ain't gonna lie, I want to see it. All right, Big Mike, Almighty with himself, and I'm out.